Oh, hi everyone. I'll continue my physics or nature's physics, and or the physics from the opposite direction, being observed perspective. Simply because our physics so far is the observer's physics. And this particular topic was going to talk about it after or with the Schrodinger's cat. However, since I talked about the speed of light the previous video, and I kind of feel like I should talk about the speed of sound. Follow that, and the speed of a sound also has its general relativity. If you think about it carefully, and because it is a sound relativity, so we may call it Blindman's general relativity, or general relativity for the blind, namely those who couldn't see. The only way for them to observe or to be an observer is through the sound wave, is through hearing or through ears. So Einstein's general relativity is the seeing, is eyes relativity, or the light's relativity. And then the speed of a light, as I mentioned earlier, is really a property of the media. The media, I call it electromagnetic environment, or electromagnetic ether, and which is the total sum of all atoms, all electrons, and all protons and their electromagnetic fields, and they all add up together, and then that is the electromagnetic environment, or electromagnetic ether. Our light travel, or our protons or photons travel through electromagnetic ether. When you hear people talk about general relativity, from as an introduction, or from the start, and when they discuss the speed of light, the very first topic, as I can remember, is that the speed of light is the highest speed. You can add on to it. You cannot add on to it anymore. And very often the example people give are the train and the headlight of the train. A traveling train, and turn on its headlight, and its headlight, or the photon, come out of the train's headlight, moving train's headlight. It goes the same speed as any other photon, and the speed of the train does not add to the speed of light. But however, if the train pull his whistle, or blow his whistle, the speed of sound is the same. The speed of the train can't add to the speed of sound. The train's whistle travel also adds the sound of speed, or speed of the sound. That is the property of air. And the speed of light is a property of electromagnetic ether. I hope I made that clear. Therefore, because we are the visual animal, we have eyes, we can see. So our general relativity is the light. However, if we were somehow an audio animal, namely we can't see, only way we could communicate or observe the world is through hearing. Namely, say for example, blind people. If blind people somehow develop their relativity and their c in their relativity would be the speed of the sound, and will perform pretty much exactly the same role. And then I mean, nowadays we have Einstein's time. There were no. I don't think Einstein had supersonic jets yet, or a supersonic missile. Supersonic jet, supersonic missile. If the supersonic jet fires some shots, and that will create some sound, or a supersonic missile explosion, that explosion is only going to travel. I mean, the sound only going to travel the speed of the sound, the speed of the missile, and the speed of the supersonic jet. It's not going to add to it. Okay, so furthermore, since as a visual animal we could only see a certain spectrum of an electromagnetic wave, and I personally think, or guessing, they are some kind of a electromagnetic boom corresponding to the sound boom. So it is conceivable that certain animal could only hear sonic boom because for its relatively high energy, and anything less, and they won't be able to hear, or some very high frequency sound we couldn't hear neither. So that part is rather easily accepted, I guess. So for the animal who could only hear sonic boom, I imagine their general relativity, or their theory of a light, or their photon, photon of a sound, are or is or have particle and wave duality as well. Just like our light has, our photon has light, wave and a particle duality. All right, and since we can indeed travel faster than the speed of the sound, so we may discuss certain issues like causality in terms of a sound, or time travel in terms of a sound, because we can catch up. The sound occurred earlier. I hope I made that clear. So because we are a visual animal, we observe through our eyes. So the time travel so far people have been discussing are about the light time travel. But for the audio animal, for blind, their time is this sound time. And for current technology, we can indeed catch up with old sound, because you can travel several Mach. If you done that, whether you could go back to the past of sound time, that is something to discuss. However, just as visual, you have a field of view. The field of view is limited, and so is the field of hearing. That is limited as well. Doesn't matter how far back or how far in space you have to go, or how fast you have to go to catch up with the past. Your field of view, or the field of hearing, is decreasing. At some point, you won't be able to see it. So even from this point of view, the time travel is limited. Never mention our universe is discrete, is finite. So very quickly, the old sound and the old light, in terms of information, disappears. Okay, I hope I have made that clear. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.